What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Project Ozone 3. My name is Eno, and today we are going to dive into the ME storage system thing I've wanted to for a long time, and I've just waited a little bit too long. We have had some storage issues with these shelving units. They are awesome, I will admit, but they are obviously very limited. So I do want to get into the ME system. So that is part of the row quest page in our better questing book here. So I have done some of it already, but I want to get into like the storage stuff to try and get as much storage as we can and try and figure out how to get this set up, and maybe, I won't guarantee it, but just maybe start moving some of this stuff into the ME system so that we can potentially solve our storage issues. Alright guys, so to start off, I think I just want to basically start right here and work our way down as far as we can go. And then once we get to as far as we can go, I think I'll move into things like the ME drive, the ME controller, and try and move out this way. I know I also need to move out this way. I've already built the inscription. Already built that guy, so and this one. I haven't done that one yet, so we will get a few of those done as soon as we complete this one. And I mean, even this one we're only missing one, so maybe we'll do this one first and then we'll move on to all of this stored, the 4K, 16, 64, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's do this one. So the only one left is the inscriber engineering press. So we have the inscriber over here. And so to get the one we want, we need, okay, so we just need to Certus quartz around a diamond. Dude, I can't tell you how much I love being able to fly. Let me tell you. All right, that should complete. Yes, there we go. We got it. 5 rack. All right, and then that'll give us the inscription. So that one's done. Now I thought I did this one, but maybe oh yeah, I'm only missing one. So we did the logic processor, the calculation processor, and now we just need the engineering processor, which is a printed engineering circuit, which in the okay, so we just need the engineering one and another diamond. So we stick that in here, and then we stick the calculation, silicon, logic, the engineering one, and that will make us the blue, whatever the blue one was called. There we go. So that is done. So now in order to make this, we need a printed silicon one, which I think I made. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I gotta take this guy out, put this guy in, put this guy in, and a diamond? No, redstone. All right, sweet. So this should get us that last piece there. Finish that one off. Perfect. Give it to us. Yes, all right, so that's not, oh, and we get 16, 16, and 16. We'll take this one. Claim. Let's go to this guy. The 1K gas storage component is the logic processors surrounded by yellow petal blocks, dandelion yellow, and Certus quartz. Pure Certus quartz. Okay, throw that in the center like so, and we get us a 1K ME gas storage component. I don't actually know what gases I would want to store. Not gonna lie. All right, so that one is done, so we'll claim that. No other options. So are these all yellow? So is this one all, oh no, that one's yellow as well. Okay, so what's the next one down this way? 4K. 1K. Oh, so you need 3 of those to move on to the next one. Okay, so we're gonna need to make a lot more of these. So I'll make each of these, and then I'll just duplicate that and make a whole bunch to move on, and we'll try and keep going as far as we can. I don't know, it's gonna probably take a while. If I can only do these, you know, one item at a time inside this thing, it might take a while, unless we move into the advanced, more readily automatable. Maybe we should make this one. Maybe it'll allow us to move faster. Maybe we'll do that. So, okay, so I need to make 2 of these. I'll get all the supplies ready and I will be right back. All right, so we have it all put together for the advanced inscriber. So let's take a look at this guy. Oh yeah, man, that sound, I love it. All right, is there any other options? No, there is not. All right, so we'll claim the 10 rack. So that one is done. So let's do this one. So we need lapis and another logic processor, but I need to make another logic processor, which is, yeah, so you can put more items in, which is really nice. Yep, okay, so redstone goes in the center. Yeah, see, that is what it should have been last time. Now it did use an item. Okay, I have changed back to the original inscriber. I couldn't figure out how to get the advanced one to do anything. Plus it took one of each item and I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll look into that later. This one does work, it's just a little bit time consuming. So I'll try and keep a bunch of that part of it out of the video. But anyways, we have made one of these guys. I think we actually want to put that there. And then we want to grab some lapis because this one asks for lapis in the corners, I do believe. So like this. So that is the 1K ME fluid storage. Yes, very good. All right, and then we'll do the item storage, and then I'll just make a whole bunch of these and then work our way down. I don't actually know how many of these I'm going to need. If it truly does double every single time, then I could do the math to figure this out and then get them all done, and maybe I'll try that. I don't know if I have enough materials for that, but we will get as far as we can go. But anyways, I'll do this one real quick. So it's just redstone in the corners. Put up him in the center. So apparently we do need a lot of these. So it will be nice when we can automate all of this and just make them out of the materials that we have. So that is going to be really nice. So yeah, moving in, we do need 3 for each. And I just want to look up the next one. So that one is the 16K item storage. So let's look up 16K item storage, which is this one, fluid, gas, so item. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it just triples every single time. So I will do the math real quick to see how many of each of these I need, and then I will try and get all of that done. All right, so I just did the math on this, and I am not going to want to do that because if my math is right, I'm going to need a little over 700 of these to make it to here. If it just triples every single time you move your way down. That's a lot. That is a ton, which is why we want to automate this eventually. So I think I'm going to stop right here where we are and move into these guys and try and actually build the system first so that we have it. And then I think that's how you get this guy to work. And then we'll start to automate making these. And then we can obviously move into making a bunch of these once we get enough of these. So I'm going to move into this one. So can replace the energy acceptor with this. Each face of the controller equals 32 channels. So recommend using dense cables, then connect everything to those dense cables. If the controller turns red, that means there are too many controllers, or there are at least 2 controllers not connected to each other. Interesting. I have no idea what any of that means, but let's try and do this. So we need pure fluix crystal, and then we need the engineering processor, which we have quite a few of those. So we have the engineering processor. We'll throw that in the middle there. And then what was the other piece that we wanted right here? Sky stone block. I do believe I have sky stones somewhere. Let me take a look and I'll see if I can find it. All right, so I have gathered everything I need in order to make the ME controller. So we can do that. Get that done. Nice. So we'll claim that one. So that's awesome. Next is, I don't know if we need the ME security per se, but we do want quantum storage, a really large 1 item storage bank. I don't know if I really like those 1 item storage banks. But anyways, let's do the ME drive. So 10 slots for drives, but takes a full block space. So this is where we would stick the memory sticks, I think, or whatever it is. We'd stick that in here. So let's take a look at this guy. So we need 4 iron ingots, 2 engineering processors. So again, good thing I already made a whole bunch of those, or at least collected them from the prize. Okay, and then we need 2 ME glass cables, which I'm pretty sure I do have. So we need 2 of those right here and here. And that gets us the ME drive, so that's done. Nice. Okay, so the drive is done. The flat ME drive uses less space at the cost of less drives. Okay, so now we just need that with 2 of those. So we'll get this done anyways, even though I will probably make another one of these ones, but we'll just get the task done. So that's done as well, so that's good. Blast resistant ME drive, which is actually probably a really good idea, is to make them blast proof. Just in case. So we'll make another one of these. Take one of these bad boys, stick it on the top. All right, sweet. So that one is also done. Claim that as well. So that is perfect. ME security, set up ME network so only you and your friends can use it. Also required in order to use wireless terminals. Ooh, I do like the idea of wireless terminals. Dang, we need the 16K one. We don't have that yet. So we're not going to worry about that just yet. What else? So I think I'm gonna look into it real quick and see if we can set this thing up as it is, and then try and get this guy to work so we can automate making these. Because like I said, with using this inscriber, I can only put in 1 item at a time, and if I have to make, you know, 700 plus of just this one, and then the same thing for this one and even more for this one, that would take way too long. We might be able to do it manually up to the 16K because we do need that for some of this stuff, like this guy. So maybe we can do that, but I really want to look into getting this guy to work properly so we can automate all of this stuff. All right, guys, I have done a bunch of research into this, and I've set up a little ME system from some of the things that we have already built and some of the things that I have learned that I needed to build that aren't in the quest book, which I think, I don't know how I feel about that, but there are some things that I had to build that aren't even in here. But anyways, so I want to explain kind of what I've done. I've just done a little bit of experimenting to see how to work this thing, but also because these guys here are going to require a lot of these guys, and there's 3 different ones, but we do need a lot of these. So I wanted to try and automate the process. So this is what I have set up here, and I'll just kind of explain what we've got. And then I think while we let this do its thing, we're going to move on and start building some of the other stuff and try and complete a lot of this stuff before we move on into getting more storage. But anyway, so what we have here, I'll just start right here with the main interface. So this is the ME crafting terminal. This isn't necessarily the main terminal that you would use to access the ME system. That would be this one here. But anyways, it looks very similar. So this shows you everything we have in our storage right now. So I have a whole bunch of gold. I've put in a bunch of pure Certus quartz, some redstone. I have a whole bunch of silicone, and then this can actually go away. We're not using this silicone anymore. We're using this silicone. And then you'll see some of these templates here that say craft. And this is because I've created some patterns that tell the computer, the ME system, what to build. So I know it sounds like a lot. It is a lot. It's not as complicated as it sounds though. So what I did was I created these patterns where, for the most part, all it's doing is, in order to create, for example, this guy, I have to create these right here. Because if we remember the pattern that we needed to use for this in order to make one, we need these silicone printed silicone, right? So right now that is what it's doing, is it's automatically making those. And then in order to make these guys, for example, I need the printed silicone plus a redstone and a printed calculation circuit. So what I've done is I've created these patterns to create the silicone. This one creates the logic circuit. This one creates the calculation circuit, and this one creates the engineering circuit. And the engineering and calculation circuits are these ones up here, the blue, the yellow, and the darker blue. And then I also have the patterns created to make the actual circuits, right? So I have all those patterns. So anyways, if you go back inside, you can craft each one of these by selecting. So for example, we'll do this one, for example. You select it and it pulls up this new GUI that you can say, well, I want to make 100 of them, and then you'd click next. And then it'll show up and say, okay, we have, 10 of these we have 1 available, we have 10 of these available, and we have 10 of these available. So yes, we can craft it. Let's press start and go on our way. So that's what we're doing right now. It's almost done, actually. We were making 100 of these guys because we do need a lot. But anyways, this interface here is the pattern terminal. So this is the one where you create the patterns. So this is where you take, so for example, I can actually pull this pattern out and put it in here, and it will pull in exactly what it is. So I take one of these and one of these, and then I want it to return the pattern, the press, and the finished product, right? So that's the pattern. So then you just take the pattern out and then you put it into this guy, and then you can select it from the terminal here to craft that piece of equipment that you want it to craft. But anyways, I have it powered from back here. I have a coal generator that we had to put this energy acceptor in between the ME system and the power, because this guy will take any kind of power and convert it to whatever power the ME system needs. So that's how we're powering the whole thing. And as far as I know, as long as everything in the ME system is connected to each other, at least using these smart cables, everything will be powered. So it is actually pretty cool. But anyways, now we can take a look. We have 100 of them. So that is amazing. And so now that I've taken all 100 out, you'll notice that it says to craft because we have none in the inventory. But I do want to leave them in because I want to be able to use those to craft the next piece, like this one, for example. So if we want to craft one of these, actually we'll -1. We'll just try and craft one of these. So then we'll hit start and we'll see what happens. So now we're going to craft one of those. We come over here, we take a look. Yeah, there we go. It's already done. And we already have one. Look at that. Already done. We already have, do we have? Yeah, so the press should be, so this is the logic, calculation, engineering, logic press. So we have the press back, so now we can make another one if we want. I'm not actually entirely sure if I want to craft more while I have it, because the only way that I can figure out how to do it is to actually move this out of into your inventory so that you can press the craft button again. Next, start. So now we'll be making 10 of them. The press is in there, but then it should be taken out at the end. Anyways, yeah, so that is that. It is working. It is pretty slow though. There is a way to speed this up. We can actually put in these guys right here, the acceleration card. So I do want to make a few of these. And then we can put in a bunch of acceleration cards to make this go much faster, which we will need to do soon because we are going to go through this stuff really quick. But this is very exciting. This guy here is your storage. So this is basically your computer, your hard drive storage. So we have one hard drive in there, which is a 1K ME storage cell. So we have a little bit of room for inventory and all that kind of stuff. So it's holding 250 items right now. And it can hold 11 types of items as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, eventually we are going to obviously upgrade that into bigger storage, like all of these ones, 16K, 64K, all the way up to 16,384K, which is just insane. All right, guys, but that's going to be it for the episode today. I hope you liked it. We will carry on the ME system in the next episode as well. If you liked it, feel free to smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell icon so you can be notified when I drop more episodes just like this one. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.